Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Smart Assets.
No way, Ivan. You're not getting me with that. I know it ain't Friday, that's for sure.
I know, I wasn't trying to get you. It was just wishful thinking. I'm ready. I'm ready for it to be Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, Friday sounds nice right about now, but you know, we're here. We're sharing our evening with you guys, sharing some awesome stuff that we are looking at in the crypto markets today, and some cool stuff today. I think we have a good little list of topics to share with you all.
Yeah, let's go. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'll correct myself.
Happy
Another episode, Smart Assets. Jump into
right.
some dude, it doesn't make sense. There's so much development in blockchains and Web3 and industries and everything that's going on, and yet there's this bear market and people are like, NFTs and cryptocurrency and what's going on. And so it's with pleasure for me to like be able to jump on these episodes and share what we come across on a daily basis, because I can't stop looking at it. It's just like, oh my god, like it does not make any sense for me.
No, yeah, it's like the fact that some of this stuff just gets no headlines, no screen time, like nobody cares. It just blows my mind, because some of these things, if they would have happened during the bull market, like it would have went absolutely crazy. Headlines, there would be tons of money flowing everywhere. So it's just one of those things where we're getting in at the ground floor. We're learning about this stuff when no one else cares, and the dedication is going to pay off. The people that care and learn and take that knowledge and apply it to the bull market, they're going to be happy they did. So that's the mindset that I have to keep through all these dark times, and the people that are just kind of impatient are going to kind of lose out, and that's just how these things work.
Oh, impatient. That's like 90% of Web3 community, I think. Hey,
90,
Brittany.
99.
Shout out to Brittany.btc. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, Brittany. Thanks for stopping by.
But with that, before we do, we have a few market highlights to point out. Some of the topics we'll cover today: Mercedes-Benz NXT. We've talked about this before, and we covered their first NFT design, which was that big circle. Like we'll revisit it again, but like they have a new NFT. I think it's really dope. I'm really excited to show that. So we'll jump into that. Casio, the watchmaker. I don't wear watches. I tried wearing a smartwatch, but
the maker of the G-Shock, for people that aren't super watchy types. I'm not either, but I know what the G-Shock is. So
maybe that's a generation thing, because in my generation, back in the day, it was cool, because when it's like smartphones or just mobile phones in general, like we didn't used to have electronic watches. We used to call them electronic watches, and Casio, like they pioneered that, which is like that's also their entry level. They're using that and the G-Shock brand to enter the space. So excited to show that. And there's some alpha with that because there's an upcoming mint. So if you didn't know about it, you'll learn about it here. And then Tezos, a month or two ago, we talked about a Tezos and try to show a Tezos game and some assets that I own. We never really got anywhere with it because it wasn't working in the moment. But there's a new game that's being teased that's coming out, so we're gonna show some of that. And I will personally do a quick little wax update because it's been several episodes since we've touched on that. So why not?
Sounds good. For my side of things, we're going to be talking a little bit about Sugartown, the Zynga mint that happened today. There's not a whole lot going on there, but I do want to show kind of the video that they posted and just kind of touch on the prices and how that mint went. I also want to talk a little bit about Magic Eden and their new Lucky Buy feature, which I find super interesting. And it's not something I see, taking off during the bear market. But, as I was talking about before, if this happened during the bull market and this was something that they pushed out then, I think it would get a lot of news, a lot of attraction of buyers. So we'll have to dive into that and see what you think there. And then I also want to talk a little bit about the Stoner Cats SEC enforcement situation that's going on and the rift that's happening at the SEC through these enforcement actions. But first, let's hop into some market highlights.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited about all those topics you brought up, by the way, because especially with Magic Eden Lucky Buy feature, I saw that today, and I'm glad we get to talk about it and dive a little deeper because I'm curious about it. And then Stoner Cats, that's funny, but also scary because a lot of projects out there are doing something similar in a similar way, and so there's a lot to be learned here and watching.
Absolutely, and I think there's a lot of discussion even to be had there. So we'll hop into our market highlights first. I want to start with PayPal. So we knew that PayPal was getting themselves in the crypto space a long time ago. They started supporting custodied buys and sells of cryptocurrency, but now they also are offering on and off ramps for Web3 payments. This is mainly meant for merchants. So people that are wanting to offer purchasing potential with cryptocurrency rails. So, if I wanted to buy a T-shirt and use USDC, they want to support those merchants in their off-ramping of that USDC, etc. But obviously, we saw the PayPal introduce themselves with a stable coin. I'm assuming that this applies to this as well. But they also want to allow for wallets, dApps, and NFT marketplaces, anything that's available on MetaMask to be able to off-ramp here. I wanted to kind of hop into this video.
Introducing PayPal's on and off ramps, a seamless way to let customers buy and sell crypto in your wallets, NFT marketplaces, and dApps. A simple integration with PayPal gives you access to a fast and easy payments experience built by a digital payments brand that's trusted around the world. Reach millions of PayPal customers who can buy crypto with popular payment methods and cash out in minutes. We'll manage the complexity behind your transactions and drive authorization rates that unlock revenue for your business. Simplify the road to Web3 with PayPal.
So I'm excited about this. Does this mean I pay my lawn maintenance crew?
We can't.
My lawn. What? You can't hear me?
We can't hear it, so you're good. We can't hear any background noise or anything for your lawn, people.
Oh, no.
I thought you were trying to say if we could hear it. No.
I pay my lawn service with PayPal. Does that mean that I can pay them with crypto, and they can cash out and fiat?
Potentially, that is what this means.
That's why I brought up my lawn service.
I thought you were trying. Never mind. Just drop what I was saying. But that's interesting. So you pay them in PayPal. So it could be interesting there. Obviously, even in the video, they showed that there was a $7 fee on a Bitcoin transfer, which is on a $50 Bitcoin transfer, which isn't super great.
No.
But obviously, we're seeing scalability on many different fronts. So as long as they offer, layer twos or other solutions outside of just Ethereum and Bitcoin, I think we could see some real adoption here. We'll have to see. there's definitely potential here. PayPal is a huge payment money transmitter, so this is interesting. And they're also going to allow for fraud management, chargebacks, and disputes, which we all know that crypto doesn't really work like that. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go as well.
I mean, that's what made PayPal, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
they were a
exactly.
backup to your transactions on platforms like eBay, and that's why eBay ended up buying PayPal because they were so good at what they do, and they would guarantee every transaction unless you used another sort of another payment outside of them.
Right. Exactly. We'll have to see. Obviously, they probably are very well aware of that, so I'm hoping that they're thinking ahead on that. So that's for that for the PayPal news. We're also hopping over to Telegram. So Telegram has unveiled their crypto wallet that they've been working on. This is developed on the Open Network, short for TON. That's the cryptocurrency that is represented. We've seen that TON coin definitely have some strength within the markets leading up to this announcement and after this announcement as well. So they've been building this platform, this blockchain, this cryptocurrency wallet in conjunction with Telegram for quite a while now, since about 2019, I believe, is when they started working on this. So this is some big moves forward. Obviously, Telegram is one of the biggest messaging platforms in the world. So creating a cryptocurrency layer on top of this has been something that a lot of people have been looking forward to and looking to capitalize on. So this is pretty exciting. There's not a whole lot of information shared about what the actual use cases are going to be for this and what that actual process is going to be to open a wallet, what certain cryptos are going to be accepted on there. But obviously, if it's on its individual blockchain, we're probably going to see some TON-based platform or assets on there, obviously. So we'll have to kind of wait and see with that. But definitely exciting. I think that a lot of people are anticipating this to be a pretty big rollout.
No, definitely, absolutely. Except we don't get it in the U.S.
No, we don't. That I did not mention that. Yes, there's no there's no U.S. support right now because the SEC did not really like when they initially tried to launch this. There was a lawsuit filed for their ICO, and it was deemed a security. So there's some definite hesitation there in the U.S. obviously, but there's the world is a very big place, and sometimes I think us U.S. Citizens forget that we don't need to support some of these platforms for them to succeed globally.
Yeah, no. What I got out of that is that it's not it's not coming to the U.S. yet because they said it's launching, or no, it's already available. The article reads it's already available in the Telegram code and settings, but a global launch is yet to happen. And for the time being, it's not available in the US. And they bring up the reason behind that is because the SEC sued them back in 2020. And they settled by paying a fine. And so I think they're going to probably wait for some more regulation in the US before they open that feature available to the region.
Which is probably going to work out for them, in all honesty. The way that I'm kind of reading this and seeing this.
Yeah, no, I can't blame them. Yeah, totally.
I mean, if they can have a working product that's getting tweaked and fine tuned, and then once the floodgates open in the U.S. and they're ready to launch, and that could work out really well for them. So I'm excited to see what happens with this one specifically. Should be pretty exciting. But on to the next topic, the Engine blockchain. So I'm not as familiar with this one. I've done a little bit of reading on Engine, but there's a lot of news within this article. So they are basically shifting away from the Affinity tokens, and they're just going to be consolidating to Engine ENJ for the Engine blockchain. They want to basically create a platform that can serve as many gamers that exist, as you can see here highlighted, 2.7 billion gamers on this planet. That's a lot of people that have the potential to start using this technology. Obviously, lots of gamers aren't super fond of Web3 gaming, but right now I think that that's being attacked from many different angles, and Engine's taking a very specific one. They're trying to basically create an app layer to integrate a lot of different games that are within their ecosystem, as well as external games that can basically bolster this system. Obviously, we've seen this from other ecosystems, but I think Engine has been a name within the space for a very long time. They've learned of a lot of these lessons, and I think that they're going to apply this in a new and hopefully beneficial way to the overall Web3 gaming space. What do you think about some of this, Ivan? I know that you've got some experience with Engine yourself.
I'm excited because I think it's bringing more competition and innovation and evolution at the same time. Because we're seeing a lot of platforms move away from ERC20 based protocols to either having their own or or using another protocol like a layer two or even zero proof knowledge solutions. And so I've because Engine since they were born, they were big on gaming and their focus was on gaming, similar to Wax. Everyone knows I'm a Wax fan, and like I said, we'll have a quick Wax update time permitting. Um, I'm a big fan. They've had their own wallet where it simplified their whole ecosystem very easily, and any app that was participating with their ecosystem, you can access right via their wallet, an app on a mobile platform. So very curious to see where they take it to the next level with having their own blockchain and not relying on gas fees and everything else.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely exciting, and I think that that competition, you're right, it serves a very important purpose in trying to bring the best products to the top, because we need some of the best products to exist for these users to really start to take note and really pay attention to what's going on here. And I think that there's some interesting things happening here. I'm going to have to give it another try and see what's going on here. As you can see, joins forces with over 100 game and app developers, lots of different categories and different incentives, all kinds of things. So there's going to be an interesting dynamic here with many different genres of games all being hosted within this new matrix chain, as they call it. So it's going to be exciting. I'm willing to give it a try here. It says it's launched today. So we'll have to give that a try. Maybe we can explore that a little bit more in future episodes and show you guys kind of what's going on here.
Definitely, I think Engine and their platform and with this release, they're saying they're bringing a lot of tools to developers, to creators. They're easily, I think, comparable to somebody like Gala or even Prime with Amazon and their initiatives with gaming after buying Twitch and owning Twitch and what they're doing with NFTs. So it's going to be interesting where this goes. Is a lot of people who have been calling on this year and or at least fourth quarter being very focused on gaming as we get into 2024.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
On that note, just a quick reminder for everyone: anything and everything we share on the show is for information, educational, and entertainment purposes, and not to be taken as financial advice in any way. And for that, reach out to your financial advisor if they're not familiar with digital assets. Definitely have them reach out to F Dog and his crew over at Sarson Funds.
We'd be more than happy to help you guys in any way, introducing you to the space and helping you figure out some things about what might be a good fit for you. So definitely check us out. But what else do we have on the docket here, Ivan? We got through the market highlights. There's some cool stuff happening here. Do we want to hop into some Mercedes-Benz stuff? I'm excited to see what you have to share with us here.
Why not? Let's jump right into it. If I can find this page, there it is. So Mercedes-Benz NXT. This is not your traditional Mercedes-Benz website where it's all about cars. This is their, as we've covered before in the show, excuse me, their digital side and marketplace, and their website's kind of unique. Again, we've highlighted this before, and In fact, we've looked at their first NFT that was this design by an artist that simulated, and it was generative. It was created by an artist, but put together generatively. So it generative method to put combining the following the final aspect. But Harm van den Dorpel was the artist behind it, and there's several different examples of this, like we showed before. But they just released or about to I forget at this moment, but the Mercedes-Benz NXT Icons is their latest asset, and I am just really impressed by the design. The first one was very artistic, I think, but like same thing I told Jahan, like, okay, I don't see the art, I'm missing it. Not that that applies in this case. It was just very much artistic to where this is very much digital and 3D and metaversy, and I'm really excited about this mint. I don't think this mint has happened yet. I was trying to look here. Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, because I was looking at multiple projects. So they haven't announced the mint date yet, but this is just an example, and this is obviously scrolling to a few different assets. Let me go to their Twitter real quick, and they've released a couple of different assets as examples that brought me onto this. Here it is. Like, man, I think they look really cool, and it just the variation and how long it is, and how you see different sides of it, and you can have different attributes. And the example of the tweet also shows what some of the attributes can be. But this is one example. I'll show you another example here. Let me go back. These are an example of some of the traits you'll have. So vehicle model, color, front, effect, and back. And here's another example of a different asset. This is a little bit more artistic, but artistic, just different traits and attributes. But I think it's really cool. I have not seen another. We've done a couple of different episodes where we talked about vehicle NFTs, and I am yet to see any manufacturer, like even Porsche, like Mercedes is showing Porsche how it's done, in my opinion, with what they're doing, and they continue doing. Like they've even during the bear market, they keep pushing with this, and I think they're pushing the innovation and creativity, and they're impressing me. So like, heck,
Yeah, this is very impressive. I think that this is probably the best version of any car NFTs or car introduction to the Web3 space that I've seen. Definitely doing laps around Porsche for sure. Definitely.
So I will stay on top of this. I follow them closely, which is how I saw this, and I'm like, well, heck, I gotta do an update on this, especially because we've been following car manufacturers and what they're doing with digital assets, because a lot of us have a background in the auto industry, not necessarily F Dog, but me particularly, Jahan, our CEO, and several others in the organization. Maddie, our CTO, he's involved in the industry. So as soon as I get an update to when and what, I'm really curious on what the mint price of this is going to be. I think there's what do they say? There's going to be, because the combination is possible, 18,860 pieces. It's the bear market. I can't imagine they price them high and pull like a Porsche, and then they cut their supply because they've already established all of this. So I'd be down to explore getting a Benz digital asset.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck, the fact that they have these eras, this is thought out. I think that this is the right way to approach it. And I mean, that's going to expand, way, way past the bear market at this point. If they're launching really cool things with utility into the bull market, this is the right way to do it. I think that there's a lot of potential here for some interesting early grabs if they're not selling out super fast in the bear market. This one might be one you want to consider. I'm looking at it. Obviously, not financial advice, but if they're doing this so well without anyone to really look up to, then they might be an industry leader in the Web3 space when it comes to automotive. So it's definitely something to pay attention to.
I'm excited. Looking forward to it, and stay tuned. We'll keep you updated as this develops further.
Heck yeah, that is sweet. I really like some of those designs, man.
No,
There's
it gets. I
like
mean, like Porsche was so boring.
yeah,
Promotion for a channel. Let me get here into like. Yeah, no.
Porsche definitely it could have been so great, and I think that first movers advantage doesn't necessarily apply to this industry. I think it's really you have to hit the nail on the head when it comes to bringing your brand over. Um, you really want to create something that people are attracted to, and I definitely see that being the case with this Mercedes drop.
Trying to remove this comment that just came through, but I'm not sure why.
Hmm.
Why I can't do it. Well, geez, come on. Like, I'm the mod, bro. Like, what's going on here? Okay. Well, okay. I think that removed it, even though, like, now it shows it's banned. So that removes the comment, I think. I'm still learning. I'm a new mod in here. I don't know. It's been a while. Twitch Twitch's been doing a lot of updates. But what do we got next? Oh, I'm excited about this topic. Like, I've already made a mistake, and I've seen where the price has gone since the last time I thought I asked you about this. And the thing is, like, I have a very limited amount of liquidity in my wallet, and that would have spent majority of it. And I'm like, do I do it? And now I'm like, I should have fucking done it. Pardon my French, because I see where the price is at now, and I think like something like 30% up since I last looked at it. But what are you gonna do?
It happens. What are you gonna do?
let's bring up the topic because I'm speaking randomly.
Yeah, so we actually had the Sugartown Auras mint today. We talked about this project in the past, maybe more than once even at this point. But this is, I have a feeling, going to be one of the bigger Web3 games to come out of a traditional Web2 gaming brand. So Zynga is the creator of this. Obviously, you can see here. This was the development studio that created Farmville back in the day, as well as some others since then. They launched a free mint. This was a free mint. Started out free. It is now 0.175 floor price. Free mint today. I unfortunately couldn't get myself on the whitelist. It was very, very competitive for those whitelist spots, and we're seeing that market sentiment really pile on over into the actual purchasing of these NFTs. We can see here that they were selling for around 0.11 earlier today, and right now they're sitting at about 0.17 ish. So I want to hop over and show a little bit of this video that they shared today about their auras. Let's go here. All right. Volume. All right.
They just a scrimmage. They could not win it, man. They hard not in it. They just a scrimmage. They just a scrimmage. They could not win it, man. They hard not in it. They could not win 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 it. Cause they hard not in it.
So that's what we got. That's our little sneak peek.
That's it. Oh man, that didn't show me anything.
I know, it's just a little teaser for what these auras are going to look like. Definitely some mysterious stuff going on here. I implore everybody to check out their website here, because it is a very dynamic website. They're going to be doing some updates as we get a little bit closer to what's going to be happening here. I'll share right now. We can kind of check it out together and see if there's been anything that's changed. Okay. So you can see here, it's pretty much the same as before, but I've been told there's going to be some dynamic updates that come to this Twitter or come to the website. through these different interactive pieces. So really cool stuff. These guys are definitely creating an experience through this mint and through this project, and hopefully the free to play game for everybody. I'm hoping you don't need an aura to play the game. I would think not, but we'll have to wait and see. There's going to be 10,000 total pieces, total auras that come out, and I'm assuming there's just going to be some bonuses and stuff that come along with that. But very exciting, a project that I think is bringing some real excitement to the space when we need it the most. So definitely cool. I'm loving it so far.
Have you ever played Farmville?
Oh yeah, I played Farmville back in the day, back in the junior high school days, a long time ago.
All right, I was going to try to bring up some video for people that haven't played it before, but like, there's nothing good that like shows you from the beginning. It's weird. And then there's I didn't know there was like Farmville 2 and Farmville 3.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
So I can't speak about that, but I still find it hilarious. So definitely curious to see what they build.
Oh yeah. They've got the talent. You can see already that they're creating something unique. So I'm hoping it's a home run here.
All right. Well, let's jump right into the next topic. Is more big brands entering the space. Casio and their G-Shock, well known for their G-Shock, but they're one of the first brands to make what, like I was selling out Evan pre-game shows, what we called electronic watches, because a lot of their watches, back in the day were analog and just a regular watch, but then you had these electronic watches, and Casio kind of dominated that marketplace. Well, they're now going digital, and introducing the virtual G-Shock, and they're promising for a sort of a digital experience with their community and their brand, and what's coming up for watches, and most importantly, they're making it very accessible. Like they're offering up a free mint of their creator pass, coming up on, I think, is it next week, September 23rd, if I recall correctly, and I'll verify here in a second September 23rd. And you can go right to their website, Casio.com, and it's right on their main site. That's how I accessed it to show you. And it is available in the US, and you can join their Discord community and see what's going on. And my puppies want snacks because it heard Casio, and it's like, okay, feed me. But I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. They haven't really gone beyond this, and teasing and some sort of like artistic drawings. But yeah,
Should be interesting. I always think it's kind of funny. Scroll down a little bit to where they talk about Discord. I always think it's funny where they maybe I missed it,
or I'm too low.
Never mind. It's okay. I was just gonna. I think it's funny when people always these companies they talk about Discord, and there we go. Discord is used as the community chat service. I think those kind of statements are always hilarious. It's a little clunky going from a Web 2 company to Web 3 and trying to adopt all the different pieces of it. But I'm definitely excited to see. I mean, this is one of the biggest brands that isn't like a hype brand, isn't a luxury brand that like most people know, right? Like this is one that applies to so many different types of people. G-Shocks are some of the most widely owned watches in the world. So I'm excited to see what sort of cool experiences they can create with this Web3, enhanced, form of interacting with their community.
So they just launched the community as of September 5th. So it's brand new. I'm curious. I have not joined it because, well, I'm on the same thought with everyone else, and I'm in 200 Discords. I'm like, yet another Discord during this bear market. I don't know that I need to. But it's like they launched their Discord. Now, they're giving it a few weeks before their creator pass. So maybe we can do a follow up. I'll join their Discord so we can report on it and see what happens on the 23rd. And it doesn't say what the numbers are. Let's see. Is there an FAQ? NFTs cannot be sold, purchased, or transferred. The creator pass. So get your creator pass.
Interesting. So it's like a soul-bound NFT. Interesting.
So it's kind of vague. They're not telling us a whole lot besides get your free creator pass that you cannot sell. So you're not going to get a creator pass for making money. You're going to get a creator pass because you're a fan. But that's the thing, though. G-Shock and the Casio brand, they have a following. Like, they go several generations deep. So and I think the sky's the limit. I'm sure they realize that this is a bear market right now and nobody should be launching, but here they are. They launched the community during the bear market. They're about to have a free mint, so it's going to be interesting to watch. Stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on Casio. I'll keep an eye on this.
Right, and just because you can't trade or anything, buy or sell these NFTs doesn't mean that they can't airdrop you things in the future, right? I mean, this is just basically a founding pass. So definitely check it out. I mean, it's free. So if it's at all interesting to you, check it out and see what's going on. I know I will be.
Definitely. I mean, I like free stuff. Give me everything that I'm entitled to. Let's go.
That's right.
All right. Ooh, a little Solana auction coming up.
Yes. Let's get into the Lucky Buy feature. I'm curious. We're gonna have to talk about this, Ivan, because this one's more of a discussion topic. It's not really cut and dry. So I'll navigate to this page for you just so we can kind of let other people find it for themselves. So if you're going to Magic Eden, connect your Solana wallet, all that good fun stuff. So basically, you can go to check out Lucky Buy here on the homepage, and what it's going to do is it's going to take you to currently Degen Ape Academy, one of the few collections that is supporting this. To start here as a test, and you have to go up to the top and go over to filters, and it's defaultly going to show all. And so here you can see, a lot of these are just normal listings, but if you see this little shamrock, it says Lucky Buy eligible, maximizing creator and seller earnings. So basically what you can do here is you can click the shamrock buy button here, and you can basically create a raffle for yourself for this NFT. If you wanted to basically create yourself a odds of having some additional upside, you can choose, say I wanted a 5% chance of actually getting the NFT, a 15% chance, a 30% chance, 45, 60, or 75. You can do that, and you would then pay that amount of Solana to have a chance of winning that NFT, which is super degenerate. I personally am not going to be doing this myself, but I can see the possible perks and bonuses to doing this.
Well, so like, do you lose the money if you don't buy it?
So if you don't win, all you get is a prize of a single reward diamond on Magic Eden. So you're basically you're gambling at the chance for the NFT at a much cheaper price. Now, if you
But
wanted
do you lose the amount of
Solana, yes.
money committed for that purchase, whether you get it or not?
Yep.
Oh, fuck that.
I'd have to agree with you, but I guarantee you some of these degenerates are going to be doing it. I mean,
But this is no different than, pulling the lever on a slot machine. Like,
I don't disagree. I
except
don't
it's a lot more
disagree.
expensive because it looks like the minimum to have it any chance is like, 20-30 bucks. And it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, this slot machine cost me 30 bucks to play this and have a chance. I
Yes.
think you actually have a better chance on a slot machine than what I'm looking at.
Well, I don't disagree, but you go up here to 75% chance. You obviously you choose the probability, which I think is interesting. I don't necessarily think it's 100% bad.
Oof.
Am I going to be doing this myself? No, absolutely not. This is not how I'm going to spend my money, especially in a bear market. But I've already seen screenshots of people on Twitter winning things through this lucky buy system.
Well, yeah, everyone that wins on the slot machine, they post about it, but everyone that loses, they don't post about it.
No.
Here's my point: is like this is kind of concerning because Magic Hitten's been doing so well, but this is a little concerning because again, it reminds me of gambling, and that requires a special license. So I'm concerned of I don't know who governs this. Is it the SEC? Is it Snap? I don't think we have a federal gambling commission, do we? In the US?
We do, but I couldn't tell you what it's called or where they are or how they work.
So but it doesn't take the federal level. We've seen where individual states can take action against something like this, especially if it's kind of like I'm concerned. Like, look, this is interesting, and I was psyched about it. But tell me how it's different than gambling. Shoot.
I mean, it 100%. I am not defending this at all. So don't get that thought. I'm sharing with you what I am finding.
Yeah, no. I'm just shocked. I'm not I'm not holding it against you in any way. Just like, what were they thinking?
I mean, this is the sort of degeneracy that happens on Solana, though. Unfortunately, there's people that have been interested in this sort of system for a long time, and just as easily as they created it, they're probably going to end up having to take it away because this can be a problem. So let's go over here to look at a little bit more about how this works. Probability, item price. So yeah, I mean, pretty much how we've described it is exactly how it is. It's in beta, so they haven't rolled it out to everything. So this is intended to increase the creator and seller fees, so that people that are creating.
But who gets that money? Like you commit like 20 and you have a 50% chance, and then you don't get it. Who gets that money?
I believe it's going to the seller because the seller can opt in, but obviously if you win it with like a 5% chance, then there's some discrepancy there. So I'm not entirely sure how this works. Definitely a bit out there in terms of I think the right way to be approaching some of this. I'm curious to see how this is going to develop because this is brand new. This literally was launched last night, so there's still a lot to be kind of unfolded here and see what happens.
Just trying to think of like from the seller's perspective. Well, I'm getting those. I'm rolling on chances whether this is going to sell for market value or less. But if it doesn't, I can keep collecting these fees, and so I'm relying on chance again. Like you're making me as a buyer or a seller play a gambling.
Well, nobody's making me. Nobody's
not making me. But if I not making me. But like if I make the decision to do so, I'm gambling on either end as a buyer or as a seller.
Yeah, well, it says here, if I win an NFT for percent of the list price, who covers the difference? So Magic Eden covers the difference there if like they win on like a 5%. But that still sounds like a horrible business model. Like, it does not sound like there's a real upside of even offering this feature. I don't know. We'll have to reassess this. I'm assuming that this doesn't last super long, as this is going to be something that probably ends up biting Magic Eden in the butt in one way or many ways at the same time. Yeah. Definitely something that did not expect to be quite like this when I first saw it.
Maybe they're testing the waters for a gambling app or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I find it somewhat humorous.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Oh wow. Hey.
What else we got, Ivan? I know we had a few other topics we wanted to hop
Well,
into.
so like yes, I wanted to next show this new Tezos game. I'm not like there's not even a website. I've been struggling to find an account or a website. It's the Tezos blockchain's promoting it directly, and there's others reporting on it, xdz.news, which obviously XDZ for Tezos. So they have a website committed to that, but I'll bring it up here and share with everyone. I came across it. Was it yesterday? I don't know. Days merge. The last 24 to 48 to 56 hours. But KO is a Tezos blockchain game that's supposed to mix Street Fighter and strategy. And there's very little known to it. There's a video here I'll play here shortly, but from some of the hints and some of the description, or not quite descriptions, but what's been put out there is that like you can train, you can develop, you can be a coach to individual fighters, and then use those fighters to fight with. And this all came out of left field. Like Tezos hasn't been making headlines in a while. And here I'll go to their announcements on Twitter right now. And yeah, here's this video that this promo. From a dynamics perspective, like from movement, forget the characters for the moment. Obviously, this isn't a finished product, but like those movements look amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So,
Wow.
You know, video game built on Tezos, Kaio, Street Fighter with strategy, simulation game that I forget where I read it. I don't have a whole lot. Like I've been trying to research on this so I can show more. And yeah, it's going to be very unique and different, not something we've seen before. So I'm very curious. They do have this link. They are going to select 50 early testers, and you have to submit before the end of next week. Wait, the 17th. What's today? Today is the 13th. Okay, so before the end of this week, go right to Tezos X. I want to call it Twitter, but Tezos X profile at Tezos, and you'll see it. It's towards the very top, few tweets down. There it is. But I'm very curious to see what happens. Tezos has the opportunity to be a leader because they are, I think, they're a competitor to Ethereum, and so they can do whatever they want. And so, I'm very impressed by the movement. So I'm curious if that's going to be in game because, again, this like Street Fighter with strategy where you can train and upgrade your character and you have visual assets that are tradable. What?
It looks like 100%. There's 100%, unique skins that you can get. That was very obvious within the video.
Well, obvious, yeah, in the video, yeah.
But there's probably a lot more behind that as well. I'm curious, as they say, it's a simulation game. That it's very ambiguous, but also very specific. So I might be signing up to be a tester. That sounds like something I might want to check out.
Dynamic row of a coach. Okay, maybe this
Oh.
is where I read it.
Recruiting AI-powered fighters, each boasting unique DNA's abilities and personalities. Oh.
And so you train your characters, and then you set them out to fight and battle.
Interesting.
So not about just the gameplay, but also about the dedication.
Wow, this sounds like something I've never really even seen before.
Probably fair tournaments. I haven't seen probably used in a while. I'm excited to come across it. So yeah, that's stay tuned. Again, I will keep an eye out on this because I keep eye on Tezos, and I saw this. I'm like, Tezos in the headlines, new game. What? Let's go.
Yeah, let's definitely go. I mean, that looks like an interesting game, one that I think would appeal to quite a few people. So Tezos, keep doing cool stuff. Keep doing it. Heck yeah.
What else you got? Ooh.
Yes. Ooh is right, Ivan. Ooh is right. So we have the Stoner Cats SEC enforcement action. So for anyone that's not familiar, Stoner Cats is a project that was created by Mila Kunis, one of the most famous actresses in the world, in my personal opinion. She's awesome. But she basically created an NFT platform or an NFT project.
Do you have any visuals for us?
No, not yet.
Sorry.
NFT project that was basically intended to create a short animated series surrounding these stoner cats, and the holders of the NFTs were intended to basically help in creating this universe, this stoner cat universe, with voting on different aspects of the series and where it would go from there after each episode. And this was something done as an experiment. Mila wanted to see kind of where she could take a more decentralized version of a cartoon. And we've seen in the last couple days that regulatory enforcement has come upon this project. And I find it super interesting as doesn't share a lot of the similarities of the previous NFT enforcement action. But the SEC has decided to crack down on stoner cats. So we saw the response being that they paid the fine asked of them for $1 million after being accused of offering an unregistered security. Very interesting accusation, because I don't think that this necessarily applies. For anyone that's familiar with the Howey test, there's some very strict guidelines that go into testing if something is a security or not. Obviously, there were some troublesome pieces throughout this project that needed to be addressed, but I don't necessarily think that this move of classifying them as selling securities, quote unquote, is the right one. Obviously, the SEC feels differently, and this is kind of the breakdown that happened here. But let me see. Let me switch over this other tab. So there is becoming a rift within the SEC between Hester Pierce, Roisman, and the likes of Gary Gensler. So two commissioners from the SEC, Pierce and Roisman, basically expressed their disagreement with their enforcement action against stoner cats in this application of the securities law to these NFTs. They basically expressed concerns about the absence of clear guidance for artists and creators who are exploring the NFT space to support their creative endeavors and engage with their fan communities. This is something that Ivan and I and everyone that has been involved in the NFT space is very familiar with. Artists and creatives are coming to this space to be creative in their own way and find ways to monetize that work for them and is a more fair route to getting paid for their hard work. So these commissioners stated that artists and creators, whether selling physical prints or NFTs, they deserve clear guidance on how these securities laws apply to their activity, and stated that NFTs should not automatically be categorized as securities, even if some of those pieces fall under that Howey test and fail that part of the Howey test. For anyone that's familiar with how the Howey tests work, you have to fail all the actual pieces within this, and I think that many of these NFTs that are getting cracked down upon definitely don't. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is my opinion, and there's opinions of lots of experts within the space that are falling within this same parameter. And Hester Pierce has been an advocate for the space and finding fair regulation between the creatives and the SEC, but they drew parallels for this case between NFTs and traditional collectibles such as Star Wars memorabilia sold in the 70s, and highlighted that these pieces were instrumental in building a passionate community of Star Wars enthusiasts. There's many parallels you can draw between NFTs and some of these early collectibles, and showing support and showing potential for further IP adoption. So there's a lot here.
Did you say Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I was just highlighting it, so yeah, so people could be clarified. But yeah, there's a lot of seems like there's a pretty significant rift within the SEC on these enforcement actions, and I think the settlement of $1,000 in this case, or $1 million in this case, is honestly too bad that they couldn't defend themselves in court. And I think there's a lot of larger entities that are coming out and saying that we need to take stands against the SEC in these unfair actions, because just because these little guys can't defend themselves in court doesn't mean that they should be forced to settle. And I think this sort of mindset's going to continue moving forward. So just something to keep an eye on, and it's good to see that at least some of the commissioners within the SEC are taking a practical approach to some of these matters. So just my take on it, and sharing some different sides that are being discussed within the wider community.
I don't know though,
What do you mean?
Sorry, I was trying to read their description, see if it says anything about do the NFT owners earn anything from the animated short series?
No. There's no earning. It's because it's created as a DAO structure, and they have said publicly that owners of these NFTs basically have rights to this IP, and they're quote unquote, this isn't the words they exactly use, but they said they're owners of this series and of this brand, being owners of the NFTs themselves, which I don't think necessarily applies as a security at all. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping that there's a stand that gets made against these sort of claims, because I don't think that that's fair for some of these smaller communities that are trying to bootstrap potential large brands. That's the whole point of NFTs and crypto, is to bootstrap something that could become very big and potentially profitable for not only the creators but the people that are investing early. So I don't know.
Are these the pussycats in question?
Yes, those are the pussycats in question.
And how are they related to Star Wars?
They're not related directly to Star Wars. They just compared them. They said they drew parallels between NFTs and traditional collectibles, such as the Star Wars memorabilia sold in the 1970s, and highlighted that these early bird certificate packages were instrumental in building a passionate community of Star Wars enthusiasts.
Yeah, maybe I'm slow today. I just don't see the Star Wars reference, like how, like what they're trying to. Who's saying that? The creators or
No,
the congressman or
the SEC commissioners
the
are,
commissioners?
they're saying that there's like NFTs are serving as important parts of building community, same way that those early collectibles were important for building community for Star Wars. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's just sad to see that like things
something to think
things
about.
aren't even being wildly successful or profitable, and they're still getting cracked down upon. Like I get the importance of that if it's truly breaking that Howie test, but in this case, I don't see why. It's almost like a failed project at this point, and they're still forcing them down this path. I don't know. It's sad to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Lack of regulation. See what it does. It's gonna keep pushing projects, and but it's also, I think it's also helping innovation. So it makes people be more creative of how we can meet unapplied existing regulation to whatever capability possible and still achieve what we want with projects that allow us to maximize the use and potential of blockchains.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's what he said. But let's quickly do a quick wax update, only because there's been a few somewhat significant developments recently, and anyone familiar with Wax is familiar with Atomic Hub. If you're also familiar with EOS, Atomic Hub supports EOS. They support a few different blockchains, actually. Wait, can I trade? Can I change blockchain here? Pick what blockchain? Anyway, Atomic Hub used to be owned by, I guess I'm on the Wax one. Atomic Hub used to be owned by an organization called Pink.gg. And Pink filed for insolvency last week or beginning of this week. Forgive me on the time frame there. And so that was a little bit shocking and out of left field. I don't think anyone expected that. It's no secret. I have voiced this publicly. I have not been happy with Atomic Hub because they recently did some updates and changed a lot of their UI and a lot of the functionality. So now I struggle. Like if I go to my inventory and I try to list anything to get sold, I get all kinds of errors. So like, I mean, like I can even do it on live on here. Like right now, let's say I want to list this for 5.0, create the listing, and I get my pop-up and I'm proving the transaction, and then yada yada yada, I get an error. I try again and it may or may not go through. I click approve and then nothing. I get no feedback. Now I think that might have listed the asset. I can check on another marketplace, but let me refresh and see if that listed the asset. So yeah, that listed the asset, but I went through a couple of different errors, and that's so frustrating, especially if you want to do a bunch of stuff. Anyway, that's my personal frustration with Atomic Hub. But as of recently, they've now been acquired because Ping.gg applied for insolvency. In other words, bankruptcy. They can no longer sustain themselves. They were Wombat. Some of you may be familiar with Wombat. Wombat has acquired Atomic Hub, and Wombat's been quite successful with a couple different platforms that they have. They have a platform where they reward players for the time spent on playing games, and they have it on mobile and desktop. And they also have a wallet that is compatible with multiple different blockchains, including Wax and EOS and Polygon and maybe a few others that are not coming to mind. And they also have a very popular app that's very popular on Wax. I'm not sure on EOS because I'm not deep in the EOS community per se. Wait, did we lose F Dog? There he is.
Yeah, when I plug in my phone, It spazzes out. Sorry, I'm still here.
No, you're good. You're good. And then their last platform is this the Wombat Dungeon Master, where it allows you to stake NFTs. Like as you can see here, I have 16 NFTs. They call them hidden, but they're basically staked, and you can pick more NFTs, and it tells you like each NFT has a mining power, and as you can see again, multiple different or 3 different blockchains supported at this time. And then all your staked NFTs provide different power and earnings, and then you can pick a change the duration. The fastest it is the highest contribution multiplier, but then you also have to be nearby the computer to keep sending it back, and you can pick an hour, 6 hours in a day, but then it lowers the contribution multiplier to the overall claim of that particular reward. And this reward's been going on since last night. I had 8 runs, and I've contributed just to give an example, a real quick example of Dungeon Masters with Wombat Dungeon Masters. And congratulations, I got these points, 0 Wombat token, but I need to contribute more. I got started halfway through the month, just kind of experimenting with it after a few months of not playing it. And then after that, you can send it again and start all over. Or you can hide more NFTs or stake more NFTs to increase your contribution. But say 1 day change duration. Let's do 1 hour, start the run. And so in 24 hours, I will be able to open that chest for rewards. But right now I'm doing a run for the next hour. In an hour, it's going to be gone, and I'll send it again. And that's their dungeon. Now, these runs that you do and these chests that you open can reward you random NFTs as well, in addition to potentially earning some token. You have to meet a certain threshold in a particular season. But anyway, that's Wombat Dungeons. And so this organization, they're actually very popular, have a lot of users. And I am excited to see what they're going to do with the Atomic Hub, being that Atomic Hub is the main marketplace and one of the busiest marketplaces on any blockchain. Is there? If you go to Dap Radar, they're well compatible. They're shortly after OpenSea and Blur and some of the mainstream marketplaces, but Atomic Hub's got the transactions and the volume to be up there. So curious where Wombat takes that. Thoughts and questions on this, Evan? Before I move on, I have one update on Wax, and that would be my Wax update.
No, nothing really. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to try out that game. It looks interesting. Definitely my sort of passive, just dopamine hits. Doing it that way. The Dungeon Master.
The Dungeon Master. Yeah.
I love the passive dopamine hits. It's my favorite.
I mean, there's more to it. Like you get an actual wombat, and you have you can equip your wombat with accessories, which are all individual NFTs. And in this particular case, I own each one of these, and so if I wanted to change the shoes, I can unequip one and equip another if I get a better rarity. Or see, this one's 8% contribution. This one's 8% co-harvesting. So if I wanted to refocus my earnings, I can change the equipment that I have earned, and like each one contributes differently based on what you're wearing.
Okay.
So it goes a little bit deeper, but like I just, I'm a visual gamer. I need more visuals besides just clicking, and so
right. I feel you. It's definitely not for everybody, but it's it's fun. You can earn some free stuff if you're about that life. You're about that life.
Yeah, the NFTs you earn, you can keep them, use them because they're relevant to the game. Let me see. Can I show you an example? Atomic Hub. Let me go to my inventory here real quick. Wombat. No, it's not Wombat. It's Dungeon Items. And so here are some of the assets that you saw my character wear, and then here they have these packs. They have these seasonal packs that you can buy, but you can also earn them by playing Dungeon Masters. Now, not the assets you saw my character are not here because they're equipped. So you're only seeing what's in my inventory and not what's equipped.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
my next update for Wax. This will be my last update for Wax. But if you're also familiar with Wax, if you're not, if you're familiar with Wax, you'll be familiar with blockchain brawlers. If you're not, well, now you are. And those not familiar, Wax, the Wax blockchain, the association behind it, created a Wax studio that focuses on developing games for Wax, and Blockchain Brawlers was one of their first games that Wax Studio released. Well, word came out this week that blockchain brawlers, say that fast 3 times, blockchain brawlers is getting listed on the Epic Game Store. It's coming soon as of right now.
Heck yeah.
Next month in October, it's going to be available for both Mac and PC or Windows. And you can download it right from Brave. You don't have to, like right now, the only way to get the game is to go to their website, and you won't know about them because they're only on Wax. And you don't need Wax assets to play the game because they equip you with the basic assets needed when you first sign up for an account. I know I tried this earlier. I went to their website. I click on play now. They made me download it. Now, the fun thing is that I know you're not seeing it. I'm going to share it here. But like I discovered that even though this was a originally Wax blockchain game, they also have Ethereum assets that you can buy on OpenSea, which will unlock characters for you that you can add into the game and use in the game to play with. So this is possible because Wax did introduce the Ethereum bridge, and so Wax assets are now directly transferable between Wax and Ethereum. And so any developer can build on Wax and Ethereum and have assets that are interoperable. But let me see if I can potentially share the game real quick and show you a quick match. I don't understand it yet. It's unique. It's different. I don't even know if I can share the screen. Present. Oh, maybe. Ooh, and it looks like I may also be able to share audio. Let me know if you can hear it. Oh, wait, this isn't the right one. Just kidding. Let me try again. Share screen. So that's a tab. An entire screen. That's too much. And so no audio, but oh no, this is what I want to share. Is that right? Yeah, so this is the game when you first log in. So I can't show the audio. I can't even, like, part of it cuts off my screen because I have a big screen and there's currently no settings for me to adjust the size of the screen. You can adjust your loadouts. So you can pick a character that you want to represent you in the game. I think that's just for skin. You can pick a finishing move. Let's pick this one. You can pick a different card back. Introduction is coming soon. That's not available. So let me save this. And then you have you need 11 characters, I believe. Let's see here. Where is I forget, but I had to pick. I have 7, 8, 9 optional, and you have a taunt. You can pick a taunt, and then you have 4 moves. And so, let me see. Swamp Brawler. Yeah, that doesn't. Anyway, I'm gonna start a brawl. You can pick a different. You can pick a different room, and finds a match, and then you brawl. Again, this is probably my second game. It was kind of funny, but it's a little bit more than a clicker because you do play some cards in there, I guess, that you have that kind of can influence on what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Last time I didn't wait too long. Maybe I gotta change. Maybe the room matters. Sorry, bro. Now let's pick this. Oh, okay. Exhibition match, bot opponent, ranked match, random opponent. Let's go with bot opponent. So whole point is to show this. Is there audio? Can you hear audio? Probably not.
No audio.
No. Anyway, the audio is not a big deal. It's basically audience clapping in the back. And so, like, there's this setup, and I have these cards, and I pick, and I confirm, and then I bet or fold, and I'm not sure how it all plays out. And then I have these select your move. I think you're timed, and I won. I somehow did 2 damage, even though I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm playing against AI, and that was round 1. So now I kind of repeat it. I confirm. I do like a little bet, and I pick a move and confirm the second card, which is the slam, and
Oh, geez.
and then
Big graphic.
then I teabag him or something. I don't know. Wiping. We tied. I did 4 damage and we tied. And I hit him in the nasty spot. But and 1 damage. Ooh, what's like? See, it just keeps going. I don't know what's going on. We're round 2. Oh my, he said. There's just audience in the background. And let's see, is there a next round now? Okay, so we do it again. So we'll go this. I'll confirm. Let's bet. Confirm. Let's pick this. I'm totally randomly picking because I don't. And he won. Yay! Yay! And now we do it again. Except, okay, so let's go with this guy. No, come on, let's go with these 2 guys. I confirm. I don't know what the bet is. Bet or fold. Like I don't even. Oh, I have a fold button below that. Oh, because it's cutting my part of my screen off. That's why. And now I have a move I can pick. And what happens? And I won. I did 3 damage. And next round. See, this is what I don't understand. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's do confirm. Let's bet. Confirm. Wager. Let's see. This move, I'm going to jump on him. What happens? Oh, another move. Oh, I jumped on him.
Oh my.
I think there's 7 rounds. Okay, ready? All right, let's go. 2 more rounds. Now what? I don't know if the number on the card makes a difference. Okay, confirming. I'm gonna different wager bet. I'm gonna try that move again. Let's do the punch. Oh. He really gets in there.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, but he's the winner. I don't get it. See, like what? I did all of that. He kicks me in the ball sack, and then he's the winner. I mean,
I'm curious. I think it's the adding up of the numbers on the cards, but then again, I don't know. That's the only thing that I've tried to gather out of this.
Let's see. What? Now he's the winner. What?
Yeah, see, that doesn't
With a
make any
slap.
sense then. But he has 12 health.
Oh.
You have 16.
See, that's maybe I was thinking maybe if I show you, you'll be able to catch something I'm not catching.
I'm trying to gather something out of this, but you have 1 on the power meter. He has 5.
Oh yeah, the power meter. Yeah. See, now I'm a winner with a slap.
Him, yeah.
Like,
I don't have any idea.
Oh, round 9. Okay, confirm. Let's go. If I usually bet higher, like I seem to win. I don't know. Oh, I'm flexing. I don't know what that means.
That's what that means, apparently.
And he does 15 damage. Like, what?
What the heck? That just does not make sense to me.
Okay, like, oh my god, when is this over?
I think you guys are. Well, you might die here with only one health left. I'm not sure.
One help. Where's their help?
Your little blood drop next to the power meter.
Oh. I didn't notice again. Oh my god.
And now you're
He
negative
won.
11.
Now I'm dead. He won. I'm done. I'm done. It's over. It's over.
You got beat by the bot.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Brawler for you, coming soon to Epic Games next month.
Hopefully
No.
they have a tutorial that'll help us at that.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness.
There, I tried to read up. They have a how to play, and it took me to whatchamacallit? It took me to oh my god! It just took me to a listing on. I can't think of the name of that social media platform right now, but it just gave me like, okay, do this and this, and you need a front card and a back card, and I'm like, okay, I don't understand. Let me try it because I'm better at trying and figuring it out, and I still can't figure it out. But maybe it will take a few more tries. But that will conclude my Wax update. We got a new owners of Atomic Hub main marketplace and Brawler's first Wax game coming to Epic Games. It's no secret Epic is big on blockchains.
Shh. They don't know it yet. They don't know it yet.
They do. They are. Who
I
doesn't
know.
know it?
The gamers, they don't know yet that they're one of their favorite game providers is blockchain bullish. They don't know yet.
You know, there's some gamers. Well, not some. There's a lot of gamers that there's a lot of hate against Epic Games for whatever reason. Like, I still don't get it or know why, but Epic Games, same as Sony, same as PlayStation, like it's all the same organization. Sony's big on blockchains. Sony's building their own blockchains, as we reported on our updates with on the X Spaces in the morning. And they filed for patents to allow NFTs, digital assets, to be owned by gamers. So we're gonna see that come to the PlayStation Network. So yeah, I don't get what all the hate is with Epic Games.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to me, but people like to hate things, especially in these gaming communities. They just love hating things.
All right, let's not finish in a hate thought, but a love thought, and get you some blockchain brawlers. All right. Well, on that note, I think. Well, shoot, it's been an hour and a half, Dog. Where does time go when you and I get on this show? Time just flies by.
See, even during the bear market, there's just plenty to talk about. There's so much. It never. Ivan, what is going to happen when we're in a bull market, dude?
Oh,
those are going to be 4 hours long, dude.
I'm going to find a replacement for me. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm going to find a replacement.
Oh my gosh,
it's just going to be too much. Like I'm going to need to no.
Oh my. Oh, good times though. Good times.
As always, thanks for everyone that tuned in and checked out our show. Give us a follow and a like if you found any of this informative or entertaining. And yeah, tune in every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. unless we get overwhelmed. Some weeks that happen, or we're traveling. But majority of the conferences, before we call it, the majority of conferences happen at the beginning of the year. So during the summer, there hasn't been a whole lot, but permissionless is going on right now in Austin. And I'm not very bullish with seeing some of the videos and how quiet it is out there because it's a big conference.
Yeah, I mean, 2023 is definitely not the year of the bull. Let's just put it that way. We're getting through it. That's the mindset a lot of us have. Soon.
So, but I'm sure, Miami's coming up with several different events, and what is it? Art Basel's coming up. Oh,
Miami's never quiet when it comes to crypto and art. It's never quiet.
F Dog, you still got to make it down here while the condo's available and the cruise down here. You know,
I know.
it's gonna be on the budget, down low and low budget. Let's go. We got to bring you down.
I know. I gotta make it down there.
All right, dude. And everyone else tuned in, thank you again. I hope everyone has a pleasant evening.
Absolutely, yeah. See you guys next week. Be sure to join us for our weekly space or our daily spaces, Monday through Friday, 9:30 Eastern time every morning for our market updates. Anything else that's cool that's going on in the space, we talk about it. So come join us
On the X.
on the X.
On the X. Peace out, everybody.
See you guys.